font look like I'm 12.
Zoom in on it. www.lovethenumber2jamradio.com. Comedian Rillos, I'm back. Miss Lovey on the ones and twos. And we right here with Palmer Print and Press. We went ahead and got up in the box of goodies. I grabbed a couple things out, and then I'm gonna be showing them on the live. I know those listening on the radio can't see what we have, but I'll be telling y'all what we have. Start with the easy stuff right in front of me. We got a couple mugs here. I don't know if y'all can see it. If you're a smoker, this is the perfect mug for you.
Yeah.
You smoking coffee.
That's for you.
Lovey woke up when she saw that cup.
I did.
Here we gonna pass this to Lovey right now.
Oh, okay.
Now we passing that to you.
I love this.
We got Black Lives Matter. Y'all know everything that's going on.
We represent.
You know, some of you niggas be forgetting. So if you get you a mug,
we represent.
You know. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Got the mugs ready. As many as you want. It ain't no just one mug. If you need,
a plethora
if you need 10 of them, you can get your 10.
Yeah, we pressing. So whatever you need, however many you need.
We got the mason jar. You know, if y'all still preserving, you don't want to be thicker than a Snicker.
Hey,
whatever y'all put,
that dro though.
Whatever y'all put whatever preserves y'all want to put in y'all jar.
Yeah, preserve.
Here you go, right here.
Jellies or whatever.
Get one for your grandmother. This jar says thicker than a Snicker. Y'all know y'all grandma thick. Get your grandma a jar. You can go ahead and do your Christmas shopping early right here, right now.
On the matching tray though.
Okay.
Just in case you want to bake pies on the tray.
What?
He mentioned he was doing the mask. He was doing the mask.
That.
So whatever mask you want, he can pretty much customize it.
I gotta get some Letter Jam baskets made.
Letter Jam.
The logo, a little strawberry head on there.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Already, so Letter Jam mask coming soon.
Hey.
All right, then go to rolling tray, the Snickers. Snickers rolling tray, show up for the live over there. So
he calls it a rolling tray.
That's what he said it was.
It's a serving tray. For your coffee, you put your mug on it, and you bring it to your company.
If you want to roll, that's what it is.
Just roll your coins on this tray. You got a lot of coins, roll them up. Y'all know it's a shortage. This is the rolling tray for your coins.
But let me tell you, the tray, like I only bought the tray in the pot, but it also comes with a shot glass, and it comes with an ashtray, and it's a whole set. So
you can have your
I'm about to get a whole
studio. When your mama come over, you just put the tray up. She won't even know what you got going on.
I'm getting a whole Letter Jam radio.
I can put that on.
I'm about to get a whole motherfucking situation going on. I'm gonna get a whole situation.
We better hurry up because you know niggas be still
copying. Yeah, they do be copying.
Their own stuff. We got for the ladies.
I love this cup.
You know the sweet sassy ladies, thicker than a Snicker lady.
Yeah. Why she gotta be thick for that mask?
Oh,
you ain't gotta be thick for that.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be thick for that. She got slim shoulders, so she ain't that. I didn't want to take the shirts out because I don't know how to fold them up and put them back in the bag. The ones I picked wasn't my size. You know, if I was gonna open it, it needs to be my.
So we got the I Can't Breathe shirts. We got the Black Lives Matter shirts.
Well, you can hold them up.
Multiple size. I'm gonna open this one.
I want him to, so people
open it up.
Because you have your own camera right here.
And this is a sublimation shirt. This polyester shirt right here.
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do it from your seat.
Okay.
Yeah. Get up.
So this is the poly.
You up now?
You up now.
Yeah. So we got different type of shirts. We got different kind of inks. We got vinyl. Like this is the best ink that we have.
So we can see your shirt right now. That you're standing right. The camera is. Tell people what that's called versus what you're holding in your hand.
So this is a polyester sublimation shirt. This sublimation ink. You see how bright it is compared to this? This is like print press.
Okay.
So like it's just a nice cotton shirt, but this is like polyester. This ain't gonna fade.
Heavier?
Yeah, this is heavier.
Okay.
This is lighter, but the color is gonna be there forever.
Okay.
You know, but these kind of like wear and tear. Like these are like just shirts.
The family reunion shirts.
Yeah, like I mean, just a shirt to wear on the sun.
You can post this in this.
A shirt to wear on the Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a good blend and
it looks dope.
Yeah, and like everything is. If you don't like it, if you don't get your money's worth, then you come back to me and then I'll make you another shirt. Or I'll give you your money back.
Right, fix it.
Either or, you know. So
that's dope. How long you been doing this?
I've been making shirts for like 10 years, but I used to make shirts just for myself because I just like to make my own type of stuff.
Right.
But like after this whole Corona thing happened, then I just got into the business of it. You know, so I decided to make money from it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Do you draw as well?
No, I don't draw. I'm a horrible drawer.
Okay.
Can't color.
You don't color either?
No, I suck at it.
But I'm gonna take this one out. This looks like a female shirt right here. I'm gonna take this one out. It's a large.
Yeah, that's a large.
Why is it a female shirt?
It is because
it says she
just
is.
with it.
And there's a
Yeah.
woman on there.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying because it was large.
Oh no.
No.
Now we
The
know
saying on it.
we know all y'all
Don't
can't
you
fit a
start.
large.
Shut up.
We know all you can't fit a large. All right, this shirt feels good too. This shirt feel like a little
like
blanket.
a summertime shirt.
I
It's
love.
different from cotton, like the cotton shirts.
Yeah.
Like that's more for winter time, but this is like
Light.
summertime. Yeah, light
It's for
shirt.
winter. This
I
if
love
you
that.
sleeping under a fan. But
Hell yeah,
you
be
wanna have some
cool.
cover on. Yeah, this
You're gonna be cool.
Look at
Okay.
this.
shirt.
Yeah.
You know, a little biker short with
What's
that.
this? The polyester?
That's the poly. That's the poly.
You wanna feel this look?
Feel it, touch it.
Ooh, that's soft.
Put
that's
that on
real
your
good.
body.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the feel.
So how do people order? Do you have Instagram? Do you take orders there, or
Yeah,
how do they take orders?
I take my orders on Facebook, on Instagram. You can go on Facebook, Chaz Duke Palmer, or you can go on Instagram and go Palmer Print Press. But I also have the business address on Facebook that says Palmer Print Press, so you can go to Chaz Duke Palmer or you can go to Palmer Print
For them to
Press.
place their orders.
Yeah, and usually orders like if you got like one shirt or two shirt, I can have it done for you in like a day or two.
Okay,
Like if you
so
got a full
a 48-hour
order,
turnaround.
yeah, but if you got like a full order, it might take a week. You know?
Okay.
But you do flyers and everything too?
No, I just do print press.
Print press?
Yeah, yeah.
Like on items and things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, like if I want to get all our mics wrapped.
Oh, your
Type
your
stuff.
shorts. These, like I got the cotton shorts too, so you can get the match. Can you see it on your camera?
Let me
She
see
about
if I
to
can-
zoom in on your thigh.
Look, zoom in on this thigh. Zoom in on this thigh.
Oh Lord,
I'm telling you.
just started watching right
Why
when
he
you
do
said
that?
Look.
zoom in on the thigh.
Check
Let me
the
try
cab
to
though.
Just come on the
So with the shorts pants, like if somebody want to bring you something, like if they say, hey, I already got this, it ain't nothing on it, can you print on it? And
I can, but I'd rather not because, like, I just
Copyright?
rather, yeah, like people be bringing you stuff and be like, I want this and I want that, but you can't print everything.
Yeah.
Like I can't make you no Nike shorts.
No.
I can't do nothing.
I need
like that. That's what happened.
I don't mean like that. I mean like if I got a shirt that I like to wear, but I want something on it, can I go get my name put on it? Can I bring it? Can I bring you the extra merchandise? Like
Yeah, you can do that.
So
Bring your own cloth to apply it.
Yeah, you can do that. It's way cheaper. It's way cheaper because a lot of people like different type of brands and different type of.
But I know somebody who's doing the Nike.
Shit, I ain't doing it.
I know
You
somebody
ain't
doing the
finna
Nike.
give me some.
And I ain't bought nothing from them.
I made a Nike shirt and Nike hit me up and was like, cause I put it on my business page and they thought I was selling it, but I just made it for myself.
Yeah.
And shit, Nike was like,
Hey.
Chaz Palmer Print Press, who are you? I'm like, nobody, sir. It's not me.
He said nobody.
I am nobody.
But it's important in business to do things the right way
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can do something way back when and sell it for $5 and be done moved on away from that and blew up, and they gonna be like, well, the reason you blew up is because you sold our logo for
Somebody gonna sue
$5
you.
13 years ago.
Yeah, and they gonna sue you.
You know, it's better to go ahead if you gonna do somebody else stuff, you gotta get that away. You can't sell it. There ain't no way you finna bring me some Houston Rockets stuff and try to sell it to me for the Houston Rockets price.
Yeah. But that was kind of how I was making my money. 'Cause people saw what I was
She
wearing.
being real
What'd she say? What'd she say?
She thought my mom would be doing that. You're not finna disrespect the first lady on this line.
Look, and look, the thing is, people like, hey, if you came to me personally, be like, hey, I need a rocket shirt, I might make you one if you my people, but I'm not gonna mass sell it.
I don't even.
That's wrong.
Like if it's one item, I ain't even tripping. But if you gonna sell me, like if I go to the Houston Rockets store and they got a cup and it's $50 at the Houston Rockets store, and I ask you for a Houston Rockets
Make me a
cup,
cup.
and you charge me $50, It just don't fly like that. Why not go? Why not go?
Support a black business.
No.
I'd have charged you $35.
Hold
Down
on.
the list.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Because on one of the comedy threads, they had it was a guy, and he was just basically saying like, hey, you know, I know it's a lot of comedians out here that got like a mean shoe game. You know, I see y'all out in the bar. You know, different people wear different stuff, Reeboks, Cole Haan, Jordans, and a lot of people get like, you know, customized stuff too. But we real strict on like making sure your stuff is real. Like if you buy if you go buy you some real Jordans, you take them to somebody like Renard that get them customized. We understand they, you know, them real shoes. Yeah. But when everybody talking about collectibles and you know what you got, what I paid, you know, not really what I paid, just hey, I have these. Only like 200 of these came out, and I got a pair. Well, everybody was talking, you know, posting their different shoes, posting this and that, and everybody was talking trash to each other, you know, on some friendly type stuff.
Yeah.
So another comedian who loved and bitching last night posted some shoes.
What they
and they was bogus. Now, comedians, we gonna be comedians.
They was bogus.
We gonna
They some what are those?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Shoes are gonna be shoes, but on this thread, it was like, you know what level we talking on as far as thread. We talking about customized, authentics, you know. So you can't come on this post with some fake stuff as if they're real.
And put
like
your name
acknowledge them as, you know, like hey, these were real Jordans originally, but I got them customized because
what if they didn't know? I mean, like, what if they thought they were real? Cause
that's cool, but when somebody
can't buy no shakes at Walmart customized. It ain't gonna work.
My thing is,
ain't nobody gonna believe it.
If you bought something with the mindset that this is real and it turned out to be fake, you just gotta, oh well, shit, they got me.
You gotta take an L.
Yeah, you take.
I got on my shoes. Niggas watch me to the end of the cliff.
But I'm cool with that. But if you once you get proved wrong, you have to own up to it.
I'm telling you, niggas not finna own up to that never.
Nah.
Ain't no nigga finna just be like, man.
Yeah, I'm not a shoe head, but I'll buy some shoes every now and then. And if I found out my shoes was fake, I'm gonna hoop in them by myself, not around nobody else. I'm like, bro, you don't have to pay for these shoes. I'm gonna cut the grass in them or something like. Now y'all got me thinking my Hawaii gonna
be double thinking, making that.
Your shit gonna say hurricane. I want to know Hawaii.
Oh, that's gonna hurt my feelings.
If somebody paid $300 for some shoes and they not real shoes, I respect the fact that you paid the price for your shoes. Now you got, but I respect the fact that you went out and you got what you wanted for the price you paid. Now, if it look real, cool, but when somebody call you out on it and they have the facts to prove that it's fake, and you know that it's fake, just say, yeah, well, I had these customized. They was real Jordans, but I had them customized. Or they wasn't real Jordans, but real Jordan didn't have the color I wanted. So I had to go get the shoe made myself. I understand that because the people who make shoes
pull out the receipt on you.
Hey, if you got this, how much I paid? This is a shoe rule. If you still got the box, you should still have the receipt.
What if you paid and got the receipt emailed?
I don't like.
Well, save your receipt.
I usually throw the box and the receipt away and just wear the shoes.
But if you're gonna save
I hope everybody know they real.
If you saving a box, if you saving a shoe and like collecting them and stuff like that,
well,
then it's a collection. Because when you got something fake and you got the receipt with it, your receipt might say you paid $350, but it's gonna have the description of that shoe on there.
Fake shoes don't come in the same box as the real shoes.
Yes, they do.
Do it?
Yes, they do.
Hell no, it ain't the same box. If you got some Air Jordans, I ain't even got on Jordans today. If you got on some 10s, the box can't say Air Jordan 11 black and red if you got on some Air Jordan 10s white and purple. You just can't have your shoe. The item description has to match the shoe in the box.
What if you took the shoe and got it personalized, like you said? Then it's not gonna match the box color.
It would still match the item description.
Man, is my shoes real?
I hope they real. You want and put them on camera. Yours look exactly like mine. So if yours ain't real, mine ain't real. And we need to have a talk with whoever purchased our shoe.
Going back to
it really doesn't matter if it's real, if it looks like it's supposed to look, because you're buying the What are you buying? You're buying the brand, you're buying the color, you're buying the quality. Like, what are you paying for? You know
All of
You paying for all of that.
Yeah,
all
but
of
shit, 2 out of 3.
Real talk. If you saw a dude with some fake J's on,
Hell no.
if you knew his J's was fake, like if Jordan used it like this, but his Jordan like this, you gonna know.
But I didn't see Jordan done like that before.
Nah. If Jordan got the right hand instead of delivering, or
It's a major discrepancy.
I don't know.
You can, like, it's just gonna boil down to, there's a checklist on these shoes. If you got 4 out of 5, then you're not 100%. You're only 80%. And here at Love the Jam, we like to keep it 100.
I just don't understand the shoe thing. You know, I'm not a label like that person, so you know, I understand to a certain extent, but
You not a shoe person or like a?
I'm not a label person.
But you buy what you like. And
I like. I mean, I like
everybody-
what I like, whatever it is. It may not have a.
But so the issue there is, if you like Jordans, don't go buy fake Jordans and pretend they real. If you a fan and you really like this shoe, now if you just can't afford the design, then it is what it is. But don't try to pass them off as if they custom, if they real shoes, and you know they not real shoes.
So you saying people buying fake Jordans and getting them customized and saying
I didn't know
customized
that.
Jordans?
I didn't know.
You not gonna put exact nigga order a pair of Jordan for $15 from China.
Let me
and
find
have somebody
somebody.
remake them.
Let me find.
So are you doing that?
No, I want to. I want to.
You would?
I customize them. Yeah.
But
I didn't know that was a thing.
But the thing is, if everybody in the conversation is talking authentics, then your shoes have to be authentic. You can't pull out no fake shoes on this post. That's what I'm saying. Because
So
you
what happened on the post? The shoes was brought out, and then people was saying,
the shoes were. I don't like reading the entire thread, but I will look at all the pictures.
Where did they get the
If
fake
you-
Jordan?
I don't even need to know because I don't want to stumble. I don't even want to accidentally stumble up in there. If I don't know, I never run up on them. You know, I just avoid where they got them. You know, I just continue going to Foot Locker.
That's why I go Foot Locker.
When Foot Locker starts selling fake Jordans, then we have a problem.
That's what I thought it was. I thought they were selling the fake.
Nah,
I gotta check my shoes.
if they buy them from Foot Locker and they get them, like I understand getting your shoes customized. I'm completely cool with it. But if you're having an authentic conversation, you can't post fake shoes in there as if they're on the same level because it's not even the same level. They're not even worth the same.
Yeah, you can't buy no. Yeah, I wouldn't.
So I'm assuming like the picture I saw was just a picture of the shoes.
what the caption say?
What website was you on?
No, this was on Facebook.
Lord, I don't buy it.
This was on a comedian's post. And other comedians start posting their shoe, and one comedian got on there like this is my shoe game, but one of the shoes was fake. So somebody screenshotted the shoe that was fake and zoomed in on it and said, "When these come out?" Oh, you are the only person in the world with these. so
I probably would have bought them. I ain't never seen them, Jordan.
Now on that thread, as a comedian, I'm cool with everybody ragging on each other. Like, of course, like if you call me out, hey, it is what it is. I bought them. I thought they was real when I bought them, but I bought the real ones and they customized them. That's why they look like. That's cool. That's a valid argument. I'm fine with that. But what one comedian did was he screenshotted the shoes and took it to a whole nother post outside of comedy and said, "This nigga talking about he got these shoes." Da 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 da. So the nigga call him out like, "Nigga, I'll shoot you." But
because like, nigga, why you put my fake shoes on?
But that's outside of, like, that's where comedy becomes like disrespectful because it's like, hey, we comedians, we ragging on each other. This is what we do. You can't take what we do here and try to roast me on some side shit so you can build up your fan base at my expense. Like, if we had a comedy show and you ragging on me, that's fine. But you're not gonna take the whole conversation amongst comedians and put it somewhere outside and pass. Because then it's like you passing it off as if they're your jokes, and they not your jokes. It's all the comedians cracking on them. And when comedians get to cracking on each other, we gonna think of new shit. It ain't just like, no, we ain't gonna stay on topic. We gonna bounce all over the place and just do our thing. That's why you asked me, had I eaten yet? You was over there ordering for. See, hold on. Let me tell you, Lovey's slick with it.
Got a sandwich, I think.
if I'm buying food, I'm gonna be like, y'all, I'm buying food. Anybody hungry? Love me just say, are you hungry? If you say no, you ain't getting nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Sometimes I'm gonna just start saying yes first, even if I'm not hungry, just to see what you ordering for.
Hey, well, the next time I come here, I'm gonna say yes when I walk in.
Yes.
Did you say something?
Come on, I'm sleep with it.
Nah,
I asked you if you was hungry.
But in my defense, my fiance whipped up some awesome chicken quesadillas with some Spanish rice.
Oh, okay.
Had it waiting for me when I got off work. I ain't never had a meal waiting for me when I got off work. So, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in the past. Like you've done this for me. I'm not talking about like this ain't the first time you've done this. I'm just talking about in the past because
he got to explain himself.
Yeah, I literally got to explain myself before she take her yes back. But on today's topic was actually talking about ghosting too.
Okay.
I like how you change this up.
Yeah.
Can you
real quick, cause time's almost up, so we got to get to the meat of things. Today's topic we're talking about ghosting. If you want to know what ghosting is, Lovey, what's your definition of ghosting?
Ghosting is cutting water. You know what I'm saying? When you cut a motherfucker's water, you mean zero communication, zero output, zero flow.
No explanation.
No explanation. You know, no need.
Have you ever ghosted somebody that you can tell us a story about?
Have I?
It's basically like, hey, you talking to somebody and you might
say ghosting, but she said turn off your water.
Yeah, she mean like cut you off all the way.
Oh, okay.
Cut the water game.
Yeah.
Between the guys. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm learning.
Yeah, you get it.
I got you.
Like y'all talking, y'all cool, or y'all might. She might see something in you that she just don't like and be like, I ain't gonna deal with him no more.
We call those red flags.
We ain't even close enough. We don't even have to give a reason. It's just like, hey, I'm up and I'm gone. And it's like when they call a couple days and they just fall off because they like, all right, well it is what it is. Now today's world, you really can't ghost today because it's so.
Why? Where?
You talking about just girls or boys?
It's hard. It's hard to ghost.
Anybody can ghost anybody.
If somebody really start caring about you, it's hard to ghost because they'll put like an APB on you or something.
Niggas get ghosted every day, B.
That sounds like a hit. That sounds like a hit. That don't sound like
I'm telling you,
I'm breaking up with you.
So,
that sounds
it's not a breakup. It's just like people like
just disappear.
That's like you gonna disappear.
Because we're not obligated, really. You know what I'm saying? You obligate yourself to another person, but if you understand or decide somebody's toxic or something happens and you just going through your shit.
I would let somebody know like, hey, I'll disappear on you one day. You just better get it together.
No, that's not a ghost because that's a preparation for it. It's premeditated ghosting. That's
so
not,
you're murder?
Ghosting is not. No. Ghosting's gotta be a slice. It's just like, yeah.
That sounds like
you
murder.
just wake up one day and be like, well, I ain't talking to him no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just leave?
Left, leave, block, delete, all that.
Make him get up out the bed.
I mean,
waking up and like, baby, where you
at? Baby gone.
Oh, baby
Empty
gone.
hangers, nigga, hanging in the closet.
What's your favorite pillow? It's just the pillow. I don't know. If you're gonna ghost, you gotta take something too. It ain't just no disappear. Like you gotta take their toothbrush or something. Just
no, I mean ghosting. You're making it diabolical, but
they gotta miss you. They gotta miss you at some point.
It's not about missing. It's like if you ghost somebody, you obviously have no intentions on missing them. They're just ghosted.
No, they gotta miss
you. I would never
you.
do nobody like that.
Well, sometimes you probably haven't met nobody.
I mean, if you see some red flags, I'm sure there's people you go.
Yeah, I get the red flags and it's time to go, but
like for example, say
that's like
you
a
were
one night stand.
Dating this girl and y'all have a good time or whatever, and y'all go on a couple dates, and then you just so happen to, I don't know, post a pic of one of y'all dates, and one of your homeboys is like, bro, that's not a girl, that's a dude. She had a sex change.
Hold on.
Wait. Okay, it took a turn. However,
it took a U-turn.
Hell yeah.
Would you or would you not ghost her at that point, or do you feel like
if she was
have an explanation?
Hey, first off,
that's different.
And I'm
What's different?
I'm going on record saying this.
That's different.
It's Friday, August 14th at 8:28. If I'm dating this chick and my homeboy tell me that's a man and she confirms that she used to be a man, 2 people gonna die.
That's a totally different
It's either gonna be my homeboy and her, or it's gonna be me and her because you didn't keep it 100 with me. That's disrespectful.
So, in conclusion, you would ghost this person.
No.
Or you felt the need to
No,
still.
no.
So you still would have ghosted?
They gonna know where I'm at.
What's the point of conversation
No,
then?
it ain't gotta be much of a conversation. Somebody gonna come on missing. Cause your homeboy might. They ain't saying all
Wait, he didn't know until he saw you.
bodies.
He didn't premeditate. He just happened to see the post. He didn't know. He didn't know.
I appreciate you for telling me, but you gotta go too, player.
Just because he knows.
He knows. So you gonna let him run around with this secret the rest of his life on you?
I'm saying,
See what niggas.
All you gotta do is ghost him. You take him off.
What you fail to realize is, look,
just ghost.
See, this what happens.
We already had a conversation.
Nah. This is what happens in a situation like that. When your homeboy calls you and say, hey, that's a man, he know, you confront her, she know. What's going to end up happening is your homeboy going to have a rough day, probably 3 years later. And he going to call you and ask you for $1,000.
He going to extort you.
That's what's going to happen. No matter, like, because people, eventually that person going to need you for something. It's the reason they know that information about you. You're going to have to sign some paper that say, yeah, you good. You're going to have to sign some paper that say, I'll never speak on this again. Like, we got to get some notarized.
I was just, I said that to say that ghosting is gray. It's not just black and white. Like, there's extenuating circumstances. I feel like I wouldn't explain, in that situation, I'm not going to explain to this he, she, and I'm not explaining to my homeboy. I'm going to erase the whole situation like it didn't even happen. I'm deleting the pictures. I'm deleting her number. I'm blocking her. We're not talking no more. And my homeboy, he might get blocked too. He might get motherfucking ghosted. And we ain't homeboys no more. And it's like,
first off, if that's the scenario, you not finna ghost a grown ass man that think he a woman now.
Yeah, you catfish.
There's no way you ghosting that. That's too much determination. There's too much determination within that person. You think they just gonna let go? You know this about
you must
me.
not know how to
I love you now.
Nah, exactly.
Yeah,
that person is still attracted to you, so they probably know where you live.
You don't know what a ghost is. You gotta move. You gotta take. Man, you don't know what a ghost is.
I don't.
Today's society, like I feel like with everything that's going on with like the social media and the access we have to people, it's like they're right there. You're easily findable. They can have a friend look you up, and like it's so many ways around the ghosting. Now y'all have it.
If that's the case, then why so many people get ghosted?
It might be like you saw a red flag. Like in her situation, if your homeboy, y'all might not have did anything yet. Y'all was just kind of chatting and might have had a picture together at the bar, and he come back and be like, "Oh, that now
fourth date, you know."
I was talking about catfish.
No,
I'm saying that's what my scenario was when I spoke my scenario.
If it's the fourth date, it's too late. It's too late because there's too many.
So he was dating somebody that he didn't know who you was, or?
This is a pretend situation. I was making it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was a real
no,
thing.
nigga.
I'm sorry.
I'm just making it up.
Apologies.
Look, I had to reaffirm it is a pretend situation.
Understood.
First off, and then it's so many ways that it can play out. Like your homeboy might not tell you. I'm good, appreciate it. He might just be like, man, you see, you recognize her? To another homeboy. Homeboys these days is like, niggas is like females these days. So if something like that happen, hey man, look at this. And they share your picture like, look at my homeboy and his new girl. Knowing that somebody else know that that's a man too. Congratulations on the new relationship. Y'all ain't saying nothing about a relationship. Y'all just happen to be taking pictures together.
I let my niggas know, hey, that is not a girl.
I just can't believe y'all.
So this is what you do. Pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to their relationship. Because if your homeboy get caught up with a woman and if they 20 pictures in and you just not noticing to tell him that wasn't a girl all her life, then you're not a real homeboy.
Listen, that was not how my scenario was played out at all. I was very specific with my details. And now you're veering off.
Run it back, then.
And I want to bring it back.
Well,
run it back.
If we're going to run it back, I'll stick with what I said in the beginning.
Say what your thing was, and we'll...
No, I mean, I was just saying, as ghosting.
Give us a real life scenario.
You give us a real life scenario.
We never been ghosted.
No, he's ghosted before. Don't let him fool you.
I've ghosted before.
Okay.
I had valid reasons.
Ghosted or been?
No, I've ghosted.
Been ghosted.
Now, I was doing a favor for somebody who was having car trouble.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, look.
Let me hear
Look,
that.
I'm doing. No, you don't. That's that sleep over there.
Nah, I'm good.
Gonna be spending the night.
I'm gonna sit with you.
So like nothing happened between me and this girl. She was just having car trouble and needed a ride to work the next day. I had a meeting, so I was like, all right, cool. You can spend the night. You sleep on the couch. I drop you off at work the next day. Well, originally she was just gonna Uber to work the next day, but before we go to sleep, wake up the next day, she was like, just drop me off at the transit center in the morning. And I'm like, huh? She was like,
Why
yeah.
you laughing, Miss
She
Lil?
said, just drop me off at the transit center. And I'm like, I go to my meetings at like 5 in the morning, so you want me to drop you off at the transit center in North Line at 4 a.m.?
What meeting?
I
What
ain't.
meeting she was going to?
No, she was going to work. I had a work meeting. Like I gotta drive the Conroe, so I gotta get a good head start. So I drop her off. Like I don't know. It's like God be warning me sometimes. Like something to come over me and say that's not a good idea.
God be like, go
So
Go that
no.
way. Go that way.
No.
Turn around.
God didn't say it yet. He didn't say it yet. It came eventually. So the next one, I didn't think it was a good idea. But just drop me off and go to work. I'm gonna stay in the light. I'm da. So I'm like, all right, cool. Transit center pretty lit. When I pull up, I'm gonna see who all there. Kind of people saying. If it looks like you got a couple of women out there heading to work that morning, fine. Then it's you just another one. Northline.
Northline Mall.
Yeah, but they had built the new transit center, so it was very well lit. So I'm getting ready to. That morning, I'm like, all right, I'm pulling in for drop you off. She was like, nah, you can just leave me here. My bus gonna come right here first. I'm like, this bus stop is right by the transit center. Why wouldn't you want to be by the transit center? So she was like, nah, just drop me by that bus stop. I pulled up right by the transit center. And I said, you can get out right here and walk to that bus stop, but I'm not dropping you off at no transit. I'm not dropping you off at the bus stop by the transit center because there wasn't no lights there. It's just a dark pole right there. It wasn't even one of them little bus things.
Maybe she was going to work.
I don't care what
she might be working the bus stop.
No, she had a job.
Man, you gotta get out.
She had a real job. So she after I dropped her off right there in front of the transit center, I left and she walked to the bus stop anyway. While I get to my meeting and she's shooting me messages like I went ahead and went to the bus stop. Now I'm in the car. I'm like in the car from the bus stop. She's like, yeah, man, pulled up on me with a gun and made me get in the car with him. So me being a comedian that I am, I'm thinking, I'm like, quit playing. Like I'm in a meeting at work. Like quit playing. And it's like, no, I'm serious, but I can't just call in the middle of a meeting, be my boss, hey, this chick, I tell my boss, hey, this chick I just dropped off at the bus stop just got kidnapped. I can't do that in the middle of the meeting.
Yeah.
So, and I don't even know if it's real.
Leader.
Right, that's exactly what I did. Because you can't be taking them kind of risks and be with me. Like, that was just now what ended up happening is the guy ended up taking her to work and when he dropped her off, I guess he thought she got his license plate, and she ran into the building, and he chased her in there and like hit her as she was going in the door. And somebody heard and they came out, so she got in, and the guy hopped in the car and sped off. So in that situation,
what the fuck was he taking her to work for and then attacking her? That didn't even make
exactly.
sense.
So the guy was driving around. He was driving around town, and like the whole time she was mentioning, like I think this guy, he get nervous or he da. And I just stopped responding because I was like, you know what, she might be playing. I didn't know how serious it was. And so later on, the police had came to her job and they reviewed the video. And you show her running in, you can see her getting hit in the back of the head and falling on the floor. And when I saw the video, I'm like, oh well, that was enough for me. I had to ghost you because I told you don't do it. Like I literally, it just wasn't smart. I couldn't be around some just dumb people because you'll put my life on the line. Like if you put your life on, if you put your life on the line, I'm sure you'll put my life on the line.
Not necessarily true.
Yeah.
So that was ghosted story. That's how we go.
No, I no social media. No,
that's
nothing.
ghosting.
You can't even find me. I had another girl that we was just cool, just talking. We was friends, and you can ghost your friends too. It don't have to be no relationship type stuff. But she was driving her car, and another car kind of veered into her lane. And instead of hitting her brake, she jumped out the lane to get away from the car and smashed the gas and ran into a pole. Yeah. And so she didn't have no car then. She had just got her car and paid cash for it and didn't have insurance. Just out here living reckless apparently. I ghosted her. It's like, hey, I need a ride to this. No, I'm not, because that's on you. Like, you out here, if you need a ride, and then ask, hey, can I borrow your car? Hell no, you can't borrow my car.
Clearly, you
if
know
if you hit the gas before the break in a situation like that, no, you can't borrow my car. So she got ghosted. I hadn't heard from her since then. And it might be like, hey, he a hoe ass nigga. No, I'm not finna let you wreck my car ass nigga.
You a Casper the ghost ass nigga.
I feel like if you're not gonna take care of your stuff, you're not gonna take care of mine.
Agreed.
And that's across the board. It's kids, adults, anybody. If they don't take care of their own stuff, they probably not gonna take care of yours. And it ain't because they don't want to take care of their stuff. Some people just ain't been trying to take care of their stuff, so they out here living reckless. So I've ghosted. You seem pretty strong. I guess you haven't ghosted nobody.
I've been with the same one for like 12 years. So
you don't even know what a ghost look like.
I don't know.
Casper was the ghost out 12 years ago. Yeah. But I'm sure, like, you probably had, before you got with her, you might have had a couple of relationships, prior to her that you just cut off automatically. Like, that was probably a form of a ghost, and you didn't reach out to them.
Wasn't really fucking with me.
Yeah, you ghosted them in a sense.
That was my ghost thing.
Yeah.
Like, I had my dreams or like what I thought I was gonna do with myself, and they wasn't really fucking with me. My wife been fucking with me for like 14, 15 years.
But you, in that situation, you gotta go still, because it's like, man, I got something, I believe in myself, I'm working towards, I'm actually doing it, I ain't just saying I'm doing it.
But everybody don't see it the same. Like, like when you go into, like when you're not really into it, like when you're not making no money, but you trying to be the best person you could be, like you need somebody to fuck with you, like solid.
Yeah.
My wife was fucking with me solid. Like my wife was with me like 12 years before we was even making any money. So when we started making money, like now, I appreciate her more. Yeah. And I'm grateful that I am married. Yeah. It's a dope thing because like when you out here and you just like when you making money and girls like you, then they just like you because you making money. Yeah. They don't like you because of you or whatever, like all that shit. My wife was from me from day one, and she helped me with all this, like all the print press and the t-shirts, and anytime ain't no shit straight. Like if I make a shirt and it ain't straight, she say, "Ooh, that shit crooked." Yeah, that shit get on my nerves.
The shirt now, your eyes.
Hey, that's what I say. I'm like, nah, your eyes crooked. This shirt right. But she be like, nah, that shit ain't right.
Zoom in and you notice one of your arms a little longer than the other one.
Yeah, it's like that.
But it's reasons women have good eyes. It's certain stuff I might like or I might see, and she'll see something that's much better. I didn't see it until she pointed out, and I'm like, damn, well, that
you need that sometimes. You need somebody to tell you where you fucking up, even though when you think you made something amazing, but it's not amazing.
And on that night before we get out of here, once again, Palmer Print and Press on all platforms. Like he was just saying, you need somebody who gonna kind of hold you accountable. That was another one of my topics that I had for today was accountability. I'm about to get married, which was another topic, so I'm gonna put it all together. Once I get married, I expect the people around me to hold me accountable. I'm a comedian, I'm gonna crack jokes, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But if you see me doing something disrespectful towards my wife, fiance, if you see me doing something disrespectful, hold me accountable. I'm one of the people I want to be held accountable because in the past I didn't have anybody to hold me accountable. I had good role models around me and stuff, but I didn't have like a homeboy to hold me accountable, best friends who are married to hold me. So I ask everybody around me to hold me accountable because I feel like this is gonna be my greatest marriage. This is till death do us part. So having those people around me is what's gonna keep me grounded, keep us grounded. If you see me doing something wrong, you see something that might have been disrespectful, say something. Don't just let it go, because we got a lot of men out here who will just let it go because it's their homeboy. I'm telling my homeboys, hold me accountable, because I want to be the best example possible for the next person, for my kids. So that's another thing. Just, hold me accountable. Don't just let me fly. And the final thing, the kids are going back to school. I know around this time, parents usually celebrate. You picturing the school bus. You practicing your dance you're gonna do when they get on the school bus. But these days you can't be as excited as you was in the past, because we're doing homeschool. If you one of them parents that's homeschool, give your child that time. As I work on today, so I know I'm gonna have to, commit some time to the kids. Like if you get enough work, do some form of school with them. Do something with them, because now we got to teach them ourselves. The teachers will be doing what they're doing on TV, but it's kind of like them watching TV. They can pay attention if they want to. They can be zoomed out in their own little world while they teachers sitting right there talking. So as parents, we got to get on these kids. Entertain them, make it fun for them, make sure they're learning, because you don't want things to go back to normal and your kid 2 years behind. I know a lot of y'all kids are already behind. You don't want to be way behind. So work on them, and if you was a dummy in school, go find somebody smart and let them work with your kids. There's a lot of people out here posting their kids like their kid was so smart, and we went to school together. You wasn't smart in school, so it ain't no way that you teaching this kid. But kids need to learn. Kids need smart people around them. Teach them what you know the right way, and if you can't teach them, get them the help. Don't just let your kid fall by the wayside because we're in quarantine, the coronavirus. There's no excuse, because when all this is over, we're going to need kings to build businesses. We're going to need people to work. We're going to need, and you want to be equipped, as you grow up, because I don't know how long this coronavirus stuff is going to last. So, give them all. You're the best teacher that your kids got. I know you might not feel qualified, but you're the best teacher. Once again, thanks, Palmer Print and Press, for coming out.
Thank you.
We got some goodies here. Make sure y'all hit him up. I'll be sharing this video as well. On Sunday, we got our verses. Lovey, who you picking? Yeah, you asked me. I'm asking you on now.
DME.
I'm not gonna say during the. I'll tell you off air.
All right.
So we got KO the Conspiracy. Love, you got an instrumental? No, I'm just playing. We got KO the Conspiracy versus Quiet Storm. It should be dope. Like, it will be dope. I guarantee it. So just be on the lookout for that. What time we starting on Sunday, Miss Lovey?
7 o'clock on the dot.
Up in my drop top.
Cruising the street.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. We're gonna have all the lives going. So wherever you at, just log on to your Facebook like it's 6:59, and just enjoy the show, because it's definitely gonna be a show. Cast your vote. Don't just watch it and be like, oh, that was great. Vote for somebody, because each person who gets votes, they advance to the next round. We'll have producers, we'll have females versus females. Like, it's just gonna be a whole dope production, and it'll be great if you can be a part of that, because we doing it for the indie artists. Once again, this is Real with Rillos. At 9 o'clock, we do have In the New with Miss Cookie. So y'all stay tuned for that. Ain't no telling what she gonna be talking about, but she does have a special guest for the night, so it should be an entertaining show. Miss Lovey, did we have anything else?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Can I come back?
Yeah.
Of course you can come back, man.
I'm just asking. I'm gonna be back.
I got some work for you.
I got you.
Put them to work. So www.love2jamradio.com. We out.